I'm not sad to see it's you, but I just like somehow thought it was Jonathan. So I was like this is different. You know what I mean? But I'm afraid it's just to be more of the same. I don't really who it is. If you tell me, right? Yeah, it's not good for them. I don't really need to chase this person down. I just need the shit to be the criminal charges on me need to be fucking, that I'm not going to live with that. You know what I mean? I don't need to punish people. If I find this person's name, I will want to punish them. I don't want to do that. You know what I mean?
Well,
So don't tell me. I don't even want to fucking know. You get what I mean?
well, Ed, like I do like
I appreciate you finding out though. I really do. Yeah, go ahead.
No, with what you're saying with who is like the criminal charges, and still like you need to fill me in on your perspective on that.
Okay.
I don't actually like I don't know. I'm genuinely asking because I don't.
No, I appreciate that. I appreciate it. So look, the thing is that okay, if I could just you know that my claim that I brought MPP to Yang Gang, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and I think it's fucking true 100%. And I have on my channel now. That's like if you visit my channel, that's the main. I put it as my intro channel, so the whole world, anybody who visits my channel will see that video. Hopefully, they'll watch it, whatever. So the thing is, look, I've been dealing with a lot of haters for a long time. And I know, like, there's a lot of people who are going to be jealous or, who don't like the way I do things. It may be a combination of the two, yeah? And then they're going to start making up their fucking fantasies about me. I'm sure I've heard, like, some repeated things from different people in the Yang Gang, so I know they're probably saying, what, that I'm an infiltrator, or they're saying that I have mental issues, or, look, I'm always dealing with this shit, so I just let it go. Because you really can't, there's not much you can do about it. But the second that someone takes action on it, the second someone discriminates on it, or the second someone, then, right, yeah, then you can prove material damages. So I deal with the bullshit, like, you know what I mean? And I get angry, and then and I'm waiting for someone to fuck up, and then I clamp the fuck down, you know what I mean? And I make an example out of their ass. Now, I still want peace with the Yang Gang, honestly, but I don't see that happening, man. Oh, man. Come on, and whoever admitted it or whoever says it is, you know what I mean? If there's not physical evidence, they'll switch their stories up, you know what I mean? Or I know who has motive and opportunity, you know what I mean? And this person is also good enough to maybe even get other people to do bad things for them, illegal things for them. They might have had someone else agree to take the fall for whatever reason. And then they're a super sympathetic character for whatever reason, you know what I mean? And my chances of really... Like, I don't want to know because then I'm going to really feel I already feel some type of way. You know what I mean? Where is...
The reason why
yeah.
I think it's relevant to let you know who it is,
yeah,
is because it is interconnected with all the other bullshit that you've dealt with the HFM.
Is Yang's people going to make it right with me? You know what I mean? I was kicked out. I was prevented from attending the election where Hannah won and Angela were elected in. I think that had something to do with it, honestly. You know what I mean? Until something...
They're not interconnected, Ed. HFM has nothing to do with Andrew Yang. It was the volunteer arm after the presidential.
Erica, I had left HFM because they were so ineffective. And I went to HF because I just thought HFM was basically useless. You know what I mean? The MPP thing, I did not get a single vote.
The reason why Erica kicked you off is, frankly, because she was trusting the word of the individual who made that stock puppet account, and that person is not a part of Yang for New York.
That letter outlines several things, you know what I mean? And anyways, I gave so much to the Yang Gang, you know what I mean? I brought MPP to your doorstep and it was used against me in the horriblest way. And I was in a meeting with Hannah, you guys should have a record of it, where she literally says, I'm friends with Nick Brana, and she says, stop fucking with MPP, something like that, yeah? And she basically, then the shit blows up with MPP the next day. There's no fucking way that's fucking coincidence.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have any insight to that.
Okay, I mean, I'm sorry, yeah. Look, you're a good guy. What can we do? Okay, go ahead, tell me. I mean, what is there a solution here? Is there something like, yeah?
I do want to collaborate moving forward, like in regards to pushing this person out of Yang Gang, who is frankly the main reason why you were no longer.
I don't care about. Well, honestly, it's a lot of other people not doing shit. It's a lot of other people being okay with it, and it's a lot of other people who maybe secretly, like, I know they spread rumors about me. I don't talk shit about other people. You know what I mean? unless I'm under attack. You know what I mean? I know that's what they like to do with rumors, and that's how they like to spend their time, not me. I'd rather talk about getting shit done, you know what I mean? Honestly, but whatever this person is, I need to be made right. I need someone to, and that letter says there's several members of HFM. That letter identifies several people. Listen, I've done interrogations. I know some people, I know Colleen was somehow connected. You know what I mean? She was probably convinced into it or something like that, you know what I mean? Maybe Yenny's not involved. I'm not 100%. I have to rattle the cage if you guys do not help me. You are helping me find it, yeah? But I need a full investigation. I'm also let down sometimes. I was accused. I was suffered from racism. I called out to Yang for help. He never helped me. You know what I mean? I went to Yang in person. You were there when I told him that we need to talk about this, and nobody's contacting me except you. I'm losing faith in Yang, man. I'm going to just protest him just out of my own sense of that he's just not going to take care of things, and he's going to let his crew victimize me. That's how it's gotten that far, man. And it's gone months. I got kicked out in one day. I brailed the cage for Erica so hard. I emailed fucking Zach. I emailed AndrewYang at gmail.com. I made so much. There's no way that this message didn't get up to somewhere. Are you telling me they're just that fucking tone deaf? If they are, should they be in charge?
You know how political campaigns go, Ed. Like, I don't think they're
I
tone
do.
deaf. Like, that's why you have.
They are paying attention. I know this. So there's no way they missed what I was doing. They may not admit it. I've played that game before, but eventually they had to realize that I'm fucking really serious about this. And they still haven't contacted me even when I was in y'all faces. I served y'all with my heart. MPP, if they believe Yenny's story that she did the MPP thing, it was put in her lap by me. And it probably wasn't even her. It was probably done across several geographic locations. I set that whole thing up. But watch what I do now. If what I'm doing now is not convincing you that I'm the guy who's capable and who has the things to set it up, then I'm showing you guys. I love you, Tyler. You're a cool guy, man.
That's why I'm calling you, Ed.
It should be Jonathan. Go ahead. Yeah. So.
I don't doubt that you are not capable, or else I wouldn't be calling you.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Like, you do have to, like, I hope you understand that I am, like, in a certain way, like, putting my neck out for you because I agree with a lot of what you're saying. It's just, it's only going to get resolved if we're willing to work with each other.
I am.
This needs to get, like...
Tyler, I'm sorry to tell you that they are not. They are not calling me. They are not pushing the thing forward. You want there to be peace. I want there to be peace. They do not want peace. They want to erase me. This is clear to me.
I don't know if that's necessarily true, Ed, or else I wouldn't be calling you.
Did they gave you the okay to call me? Are they talking with you? No, they didn't give you the okay for this, right? You're just like, this is just coming out of your own fucking head, right? I'm not mad at that. I appreciate that. I've walked this road before. There's nothing coming from their end, right? They should be reaching out.
Alright, well, if I was in their shoes, like, I think the part of the reason why they don't want to call, and it's the same reason why I don't want to put on text who made that stock puppet account, is, like, are you going to record it? Are you going to, like, repost it?
At this point, you should assume everything is recorded. At this point, just telling you being in the game, you know what I mean? You should record everything. In fact, you know, things that have been, you know, things are being used against me. I can tell by the way that, you know, when they deleted my Slack account, they erased all the evidence. They deleted a lot of evidence right there. I want those, if those backups are available, I would really ask that those things, you know, if there's no way they're going to be available. They're erasing them, or they'll lose the storage before then. They already have made that move. Anyways, fuck that, man. So look, whoever's responsible, I don't even trust that information at this point. Like, you know, that you even have the real information at this point. Without even a confession, I would not trust.
That's why I'm not calling the campaign first about it. I'm calling you about it. Like, I definitely was not told by anybody on the campaign. If anybody, I was told from somebody who was a former HFM board member.
I know who's has the motive opportunity. I don't want you, honestly, I would rather you just tell the campaign and let them, or maybe they don't want to hear that from you. I don't know, but
well, no, it's like what
I don't want to punish someone. I want vindication. I don't want punishment. I don't want to punish someone. I want to be made whole. I want to be vindicated. I want them to say that they, you know what I mean? This is, this is ridiculous.
I agree.
And this person doesn't need to be kicked out of Yang Gang. We need every hand on deck. That's the difference between myself and a lot of my opponents. They use the whisper campaign strategy to fucking smear me, and then they use these underhand tactics to fucking junk me. I believe in a path to redemption. I've worked with a lot of people who have been homeless, stuff like that, you know what I mean? I know people fuck up. But, you know, like it's just so vicious. And people who are my friends need to stand for me. You know what I mean? What the fuck? I appreciate you, Tyler. So you got to talk to the campaign because they're not talking to. It's the campaign, man. It's not you. It's Yang.
Well,
Yang knows
I mean,
about this.
For lack of a better term, you yelled in Erica's face for 25 minutes. I don't think that
After months of being ignored, after being called criminal, yeah, she's lucky that I don't press criminal charges on her. She's lucky I'm talking.
How do you think that reflects?
I know how these people work. They did
out
violence to me and my reputation, and then they complain about an inconvenience. Yeah? That's just the beginning, bro. You know what I mean? Them are just making so much worse. So much worse. Yeah? This is not... Yeah. When you prevent... When non-violent options are not made available, when those things have nothing, then... That's what JFK said. Only violent options available. I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Actually, I'll take it to court first, and I will use all the procedures. But they also, by the way, it's very manipulative. They told me that she was removed from Humanity Forward, but then she slides right into Yang for New York. Are you kidding me? This is bullshit. That the whole thing is an obvious manipulation, and they obviously want me gone. And Paget's making her move. This is all coordinated. There's no way. Trust me, man. I've been down this route before. Just the way I told you guys that the NDAs were a mistake, and I was right about that. Just the way, you know what I mean? Yo, if you guys don't see how much foresight I have in understanding this game, by now, you understand. Okay, whatever. Telling me who's guilty, what will that accomplish? What am I going to do? Go after them? No. That's not going to get me vindication. You understand? So why do I care? What am I going to do with it? The campaign needs that information, and they need to fix it. So just get this fucking shit fixed. That's all I want. I don't want to fucking... What am I supposed to be, the policeman? No, I've done everything right here, as far as I'm concerned.
I just know how busy Erica is.
It took them 1 day to kick me out. How many months has it taken now? You know how I have every day how I tweet the picture of Assange? How long do you think before the Yang Gang thing one comes up? You know what I mean? Yeah? They kicked me out in less than hours.
When you got kicked out, like, they clearly Erica mistrusted certain, people within the HFM board to articulate these baseless claims because it doesn't really sound
Hannah
like
won. There's no way. I know they want to take care of Hannah 1. I know they will go to great. Maybe she's someone's daughter. I don't know why they're going so hard to protect her, but they are doing fucking backflips for Hannah 1. Maybe it's because of her UBI connection. I don't need her to step down. I don't need to fucking publicly shame her. But she just feels like she doesn't have to apologize. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? I need to be made whole. I don't need to punish her, but honestly, she's dangerous, to tell you the fucking truth. How do you expect me to go through this and say nothing?
What?
Whatever. Okay, so what's the solution here? Like, naming names, snitching, whatever. I'm not mad, right? But where is the happy solution here? How do you see this working out? You're gonna tell me this information, what I'm supposed to do with it, and how it's gonna make things work out.
Well, what you're saying is you want to be made whole again, right? That's
I want them to tell me that. I want to make it public that with the same effort with which they have fucking thrown me to the ground, I want them to uplift me. The thing is that when they send a letter to me saying that I am fucking kicked out on some bullshit reasons, I want a letter back saying I'm sorry and that you're welcome back. I want to be able to participate like I was before, and honestly, I will be bringing up the unfortunately now, before I brought up the issue of Grace Meng, which I believe that's the real reason why. Maybe you don't think so. Why? I had been talking to Erica about this Grace Meng situation, and then the fucking pistol went off in my face. Listen, that shit is real suspect. Listen, look at how Erica and Zach work together to keep volunteers from interfacing with Yang. They may be even controlling Yang, or be working or manipulating him in some way. Either way, I want to be made whole. I deserve to be up, right? They've been doing media silence on me. They should be celebrating me. You know what I mean? Even that, you know what I mean? I don't even know if they should now, because I just feel so twisted about Yang now. You know what I mean? If they promote, so they shouldn't now because of that reason. But honestly, like if they really did what was morally right, you know what I mean? I can't believe what they did to me. You don't treat a human being like that. My human rights, I was denied a trial. Guilty before innocent. This is just, it goes against the common sense of what's right and wrong, man. Did you see? If you go back in my tweet history, I asked for help with racism at MPP. This is now being confirmed by other people. You know what I mean? Yeah. Y'all didn't believe me when I'm the one who kicked ass for you guys. I get that. I understand that, because I like this role. I purposely come in without a title. I purposely do not talk. I mention my experience here and there, but I don't really, I'd rather be with to see how the organization works, and it's really disappointing. So I don't need to know who's guilty. What's the solution forward? Erica, whatever. So I'm suspicious of her, but okay. What are you talking about Erica for?
Well, I brought up Erica because, I mean, you're not gonna want to hear this, but yeah, like back when you got kicked off the class, like I know how many hours she's working, how many hours she's putting for even this campaign, where she frankly trusted the wrong people on the HFM board and essentially copied and pasted, what they told her, and that's what she thought and trusted them. Clearly, like, the due diligence wasn't made, and so I think moving forward, I mean, clearly you don't want to show up and do this. You are doing this like to protest, and
I might just do it because the way I have lost so much faith, and the BDS thing, you know what I mean? And he just doesn't listen to me, you know what I mean? And the way that I was, and the way Brendan too, you know what I mean? He's also been, I don't like. It looks wrong. I've been around this before, man. The consultants are in control. We as the ground game must earn it too. You can't just let these things happen. It's better for Yang, man. I'm telling you. I don't think he likes it either. He switched his position on BDS real quick. Yeah? It just took him a day. He wants this. But they are saying that they control, right? Yeah? The market. And they say they understand the market. We just are not saying that ourselves. Or we're just not making a strong enough case. They have their Harvard guy. That's what I told you before. They present a great package. But people on the ground also know what's going on. And if you guys don't believe that, right, maybe you guys will still win. But I'm telling you, it's going to be real different. Yeah, and the fact that he doesn't care about that, anybody in politics game should understand immediately. You understand that this call should be made. How do they not understand this? Because Erica's saying that I'm rude to her, so they take the chance on letting it go to this point. No, they're cutting me out because I'm asking questions about Grace Meng. They're cutting me out because I'm asking questions about Ron Kim. There's money. Look at the money play, not the emotional play. You get what I mean? That it's been months. They've gotten over it. Now it's the calculation play. You get what I mean?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So, yeah. Sandra Ung, look, I know this game in a lot of level that a lot of other people don't, and I'm moving in a lot of spaces that y'all aren't. You know what I mean? Not that I'm saying that that's good or bad. You know what I mean? You move in spaces that I'm not. You know what I mean? We need to link together and share information, and you know what I mean? That's what they're doing. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't stay in this game for very long. So that's another problem. So they keep taking advantage of newbies. You know what I mean? It's really fucked up. Ask old heads. That's what the Bernie people were telling you guys. You know what I mean? Straight up. Not trying to be a Bernie guy like that, but it's fucking true, man. You'll stay in the game, man. You'll see. You should stay in this. You're really good, man.
I mean, this whole time we're talking, I really do want to know what I'm thinking rather, like, what the opportunity is of, like, how we can move forward.
The only way to move forward peacefully is for them to reach out as well. I am going to them and they are just not talking to me. That's just making...
So how's that conversation go? You want to be acknowledged that you got kicked off the Humanity Board, you want to be invited back in?
For the wrong... Yeah, I want to be that for the wrong reasons. They have to... Right? They actually gave credibility to those charges by kicking me out on them. Do you know how bad that is? That is insult and injury. There's still a record of that either way, that I was removed, even on suspicion, will follow me for the rest of my fucking life. They want to destroy me because they know I'm in this for the long haul. Let's go. But I will also, right, anybody who was used as a pawn, don't fuck with me. I will make an example of them and, oh man, no. You know what I mean? Erica's not going to get away with this. She knows she fucked up. She needs to fix this. How the fuck does she not have time? I don't give a fuck. This is personal. You fix this now. You get what I mean? I'm not telling you, like, but I'm saying that's what she should be doing. Right? How do you let it go this long? Because this is ridiculous, man. I see it's just going to have to go there. I don't see it going any other way, man. I think the protests are just going to have to... I know you want... They're not reaching out, man. Lay out some kind of deal where this works out, man. Without them being involved. Do you have anybody's ear?
Well, the thing is, like, Andrew has not been interconnected with any of this.
I need to hear this from Yang himself, and I need to be cleared. I need to hear it from Yang himself. I need to talk to Yang directly. I'm no longer talking to any middlemen, especially Erica. The way that these things have been handled, honestly, I would like to be vindicated by Yang himself. I really would like that. I don't think that can happen.
I don't see how that's a possibility.
This is disgusting, man. He's got time for so many other people, and I put in so much hard work for him, and I got treated so low, and he just cannot talk about me because it's politically, I get it. It's fucking sad. At least the organization has to fucking vindicate me. At least Humanity Forward has to fucking... Yo, I cannot believe that I have this scar on my record. What did I do? What did I do? I worked harder than anybody else. I tried to set you guys up to have a strong... And it was used against me in such a... I'm sorry, man. It's emotional for me, man. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm just trying to reverse engineer this. Nobody on... Andrew nor anybody who was formerly on Humanity Forward is affiliated with the Humanity Forward anymore because of the mayor race.
I don't believe that. I don't believe any of it.
So it's a legality thing, yeah.
There's always an excuse.
If you look at the current staff of the Humanity Forward, they're not in any way connected with Andrew.
I've seen organizations that want to make things happen. I've seen organizations that don't want to make it happen. Whatever the fucking... They're putting up more effort making up these fucking excuses than it would take to fucking just solve it if they wanted to. They clearly do not want to. You understand that, right?
I mean, I don't completely agree with that, or else I wouldn't have made this phone call.
So what is giving you... So I don't see what you're seeing. What do you see that gives you some kind of hint that maybe they want to somehow resolve this issue in a way that where I get justice, instead of just accepting the fucking insult and the injury that they just placed upon me?
Well, that's the thing, is like, you might be talking to somebody who has the ear of those people, and so that's why I'm trying to understand.
I went in their ear myself. You saw me on camera talking to Yang.
I mean, you really weren't talking to him. You were like yelling at his face.
Well, whatever it takes, man. If they want to ignore that, then we'll see where that goes. I made it his people in the video say they will call me. No call has been made. I will be actually, right, there will be a record of that. And that's probably going to be the tally that I will start, right? Yeah? and I'll say how many days it takes for Yang's people to return your call, and I'll just put that up there every day, and they'll have to prove that they did call me, and that will be, you know, that's my style, man. Why would they do that to themselves? Because there's too much money to lose, and they don't want to piss off Grace Meng, and they don't want to piss off Ron Kim, and that's really what it is. There's no other explanation.
I'm understanding the Grace Meng thing. She hasn't endorsed that.
Who else has motive and opportunity? What do you think the motive for this whole move, for these moves are?
What you're saying, because Grace Meng's the vice chair of the EST?
Why are they going to, no, vice chair? Grace Meng does not like me. I've been fucking going at her.
I'm not understanding how this interconnects with Andrew.
So how do you explain? So you just think that really that it's the mayoral stuff is just so important that even no, wow. I brought fucking MPP to your doorstep. I volunteer like a motherfucking crazy man. I make all these problems and they can't talk to me. And you think it's just because they don't have time. Okay. I raise up NYCHA with 600,000 people. You know what I mean? And they still don't have time to. Okay. Does that make sense to you, Tyler?
No, I'm not saying that it's just a time thing. It's like, if I'm having trouble understanding this, there's no way that Andrew, who was not involved at all, is like, would connect me with that. That's why I'm calling you to help me connect the dots so that I can actually, like, present this in a rational way.
Okay. Sure. Okay, so go ahead. So, yeah, go ahead. Ask me. What can I... Okay, so what do you want to just hear? More from the beginning?
Well, essentially, what, like, if I'm understanding you correctly, then this is really more about, like, your acknowledgement of how you were, you know, wrongly kicked off of Humanity Forward for...
That is criminal. That is libel. Listen, people always want to get at me. Get the fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? There's no blood here. You get what I mean? I've been cut up by people and forgiven, you know what I mean? But I'm telling you right now that this person is dangerous, whoever they did this shit to me. And honestly, I deserve to be celebrated, not treated like this. I don't think that's going to happen. They cannot do that. This is so...
Well,
and I need to talk to Yang directly. Because honestly, I don't trust any of the people below him anymore.
It's a dark day in our nation when high-level authorities will seek to use every method to silence dissent. The truth must be told.
And if you want the truth, you need to check out independent media producers just like myself, DJ L7. You should subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notifications when I release a new video.
Truth of these
We are
words
on all
is
the major
beyond
platforms.
doubt.
That includes Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course YouTube. Unfortunately, we have definitely seen that these mainstream outlets will cave to corporate interests, so we encourage you to join our independently moderated communities of Reddit and Discord. We also encourage you to subscribe to us on BitChute and Daily Motion so you can see the content that YouTube doesn't want us to let you see. Hey, now it's time for the most important part of the video. That's right. It's time for us to tell you about the Taking Action Group. Do you need an activist? Or maybe there's no activists around willing to help you with your cause and you need to learn to become an activist. That's exactly why we're here. Every week we get up with people from across the nation, in fact even sometimes internationally, and we develop strategies and a game plan to address the issues that are affecting all of us. Every week myself from New York City and of course my co-host Lisa from Los Angeles provide a coast-to-coast perspective on what's going on in the country. If you want to donate to help out with expenses, travel, equipment, stuff like that, then I definitely appreciate it, and you can hit us off at Venmo or PayPal. Thanks a lot. Hey, by the way, we also have a merch store, so check it out. Oh my goodness, it seems like you've reached the end of the video, so make sure you check out some of our other videos, make sure you subscribe. This is your last chance to do so thanks a lot, and looking forward to seeing you on the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please comment below if you have any questions or issues you'd like me to address. And if you're an activist, the time to make things happen is now.